believe this is another first orientation. I'm thinking it might be busy enough for me to consider doing some splits. I don't see evidence of fighting. Hey folks, welcome back. Thanks again for tuning in. I just wanted to take a really quick peek at the bottom box on hive number 3. If you were following along in my prior video, we swapped the top box that was mostly honey. I didn't look at the bottom box. Then I posted the video that you guys saw with all the swarming activity. Some people say it was swarming. I believe it was first orientation flights of newly promoted field bees, but either way we're going to take a look at the bottom box and I'm going to go through the frames just to find queen cells. Let me show you a closer look of how I got it set up. If I find a frame that has queen cells on it, I have a 5-frame nuke box set up. It's on a bottom board. I got a couple of empty frames. I have 2 frames with foundation on the outside and 1 frameless. So if I find maybe 1 frame or 2 frames, I'll just put them right in that box with some bees. And on this side, you'll see I also have a little portable sawhorse table. So what my plan is, I'm going to go ahead and take the top box off and put it here to the side. I'm going to look through the frames one by one. And like I said, if I have a frame with a queen cell, I'll just put it right into the nuke box. where all the bees came from, guys. This is when all the bees were flying that made it look like a swarm. All of these that hatched out. So no queen cells. Got 2 frames left on the outside. Brood on this side. See the bees waggle dancing. I'm looking at the bottom of the comb. Give a little gentle breath and the bees move. I don't see any queen cells. So that's all I wanted to look at, you guys. We're going to put it back together now. There's no evidence of queen cups, no evidence of queen cells. They do have some outer frames to draw on. They have some empty frames that were recently hatched out. No evidence of swarming. It's just a very busy colony. So there you go, guys. I don't know if you're gonna see anything out of that video. Again, I appreciate the feedback. A lot of you were concerned about, hey, it's gonna swarm, it's about to swarm. Every 7 to 10 days, I'll do the same thing. Just check them real briefly, and that's how you gotta stay up on top of the bees. Otherwise, what I suspect, if I'm a lazy beekeeper, if my timing is not right, the bees will swarm up into the tree. So like I mentioned, if I'm late, staying on top of the bees, they seem to flock right to the nearest oak tree. In my case, here's my bee yard, and I have a giant established oak, which, believe it or not, post Hurricane Irma, after the Hurricane Irma storm past September, I removed 10 swarms from this tree in an 8-day period. It was amazing. So I don't know what it is with the oak trees, but maybe it's because it's within vicinity. If any of my colonies swarm, they'll likely go up into the tree. If not, you'll notice I did add a swarm trap in the back 40. And then if we turn around, you'll see I have a shade canopy trellis system for my garden area. So I also mounted one up over here on this end. But check out my past videos. We pulled a swarm out of my loquat tree. Bees will make home wherever they feel secure. These are all Eureka palms as a privacy fence line. But that's all we got for today, you guys. I hope you found that entertaining. Please come back as I continue to try my best to record my progress here in Southwest Florida.